Right, hopefully it sends a notification out for this, and hopefully you can hear me. If you can't, I'll have to adjust the volume levels. I'll just wait for some people to get on. Alright, Mr. Livera. Alright, Richard. So what I was going to do on this, rather than doing the main single player thing, I was going to do the DLC mode they added with the Terminator. Excellent. So I want Infiltrator mode. Cannot save your game. Let's do on extreme difficulty, see if I can manage it. So yeah, this is the game, I got this a while ago, but this is one of those games that just sort of came out of nowhere and was surprisingly good. You know, not a very big budget game, but it's actually a pretty damn good Terminator game. Never heard of Axe Valhalla, what's that, a Viking game? Yep, Salty Tide, as I've said lots of times, always eBay pretty much for most of it. So you can have the red Terminator vision on this mode, or just normal. But notice that there's an actual old civil defence rations. So the interesting thing about this sort of DLC game mode they added, I have no interest in Call of Duty games, Adam, not the new ones anyway, is although the map is the same layout on every time you do this mode, the places where enemies are and that changes. Yeah, World at War's one of the older ones though now, isn't it? Even though it wasn't like an early COD game, it's like COD 5 or 6, isn't it? I know it's technically COD 5, but I think there were more than 5 COD games, weren't there? Like some of them just aren't counted with numbers. So yeah, in this mode you basically just go around the map killing people, I guess terminating them, and getting intel. Well, as I've already said, Noble, I'm not going to pay full price for a Call of Duty game. you know, I watched some reviews of it and sort of thought, Because, like, one time I played this mode, the resistance base was actually there. But it changes every time, which is quite cool. Just because this was like a free DLC mode they added like a year after the game came out. Oh. Sure, there'll be more than one guy there. Right. Scavengers aren't really dangerous because they've only got things like M16s, which obviously they barely damage you as a Terminator. The resistance with the plasma guns are a lot more dangerous. If this is still on sale on Steam, it's worth people picking this game up, because I think it was £20 recently. I wouldn't say it... Well, I'd say it probably is worth, like, you know, 30, 50 quid or whatever. But that's just because I've played the single player through quite a few times. But I know most people wouldn't, like, get full price enjoyment out of this. Alright, so... Plasma sniper rifle... Yeah, Marcus, basically the mainstream critics all gave it shit reviews, but people who actually played it, you know, like real people, quite like this, because it's not a AAA game really, but it's great fan service for the first two Terminator films. You know, the only two good Terminator films. Here's somebody. Yeah, I've got slow mode on in the chat today, just because it lets me put it on again. I didn't know how many people were going to be on. And obviously, because it's a game, I can't concentrate on the chat as much as I could if it was, you know, like a regular stream. The only thing with streaming at this time of day is I imagine there's not going to be as many people on. Yeah, if people want to talk in the chat, I will try and reply to you, because if there's nobody in the chat, I haven't got much to talk about, really. The PMK4 arrived today that I was sent by somebody to review, and I actually like the PMK4. Unlike the PMK1, 2 and 3. PMK4 is actually a proper mask. Food supplies. This is a good game, Adam. I mean, if you think Call of Duty's a good shooter, we might have problems there. Because, the guns actually feel pretty good to shoot in this. Yeah, exactly, Richard. Well, this is the thing. It's, every single critic hated this game, like the mainstream ones. But, like, every independent YouTube sort of reviewer really liked it, for the most part. You know, like, there's still flaws to this game. But for the most part, you know, people liked it because of how good it is to the Terminator franchise, you know. In terms of, like, music, like, sound effects, visuals, you know. Oh, they're in the basement. I think they're only scavengers, aren't they, in there? Because they've not got the dangerous weapons. I like some bits of Fallout 76, especially when they fixed a lot of it. But I'd rather it just been a single-player game rather than multiplayer. Alright, Sparrow, aka Lord Flashheart. But the thing I like with this, like I was saying, is it's quite nice when, like, a year after a game comes out, they just do a free DLC thing, you know. Because you don't really expect when a game's been out for ages that they're just going to do a free, you know, like, DLC. You know, have we seen of the map so far? Not much. And it says somebody's about because my awareness thing says I'm being spotted, but where from? Yeah, it's on sale at the moment, Stug. It's like 20 quid. It's definitely worth it for 20 quid, I'd say. Because what's quite good about this DLC mode that they've put into it is it changes each time you play it, like where the enemies are and like where some of the objectives are. So it's quite good to replay it. And you can't save in this mode, which I quite like, so if you die, you die. So I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty at the moment. I've not really run into any proper resistance soldiers at the moment. I've just been running into the scavengers who are quite easy to kill. Oh. Where is he? There's one around somewhere. Oh, it's sniper. Shit, they do a lot of damage in hard, like the extreme difficulty. Yeah, I've seen reviews like that, Richard, where they moan that it's like the genre of game isn't like the genre that they want to play. Is he up in that building somewhere, the sniper? The moon makes it quite hard to see where he is. Yep, it's up there, right. There we go. Right. That's them. There's another one there. That's one of the guys on the Gatling gun there. Take it up. Let's make it a bit easier. There shouldn't be a black crack on your therapy. I don't know what you mean by that. If the screen's damaged, then it sounds like you've got a damaged one. You ought to like get a refund for it or whatever, or a replacement. Let's take these guys out. I have to be quite careful because these guys have got the plasma weapons that make them a lot more dangerous. Where that guy's behind the fire, you can't see him with like the thermal vision. If it goes away, I really don't know what that is then. Because, like, obviously, normally if you had, like, a broken screen, the crack would always be there, wouldn't it? I don't have any medkits left. Can't repair myself. Because often when I do a gaming stream, people spam the comments and I can't keep up with it. Especially because I can't look at the comments while I'm playing the game. Maybe a GP5, because they're cheap and easy to get. Right, do I know where any, No, I was going to say I don't know where any downed units are, because they're the ones that I need to get repair kits. Are they underneath me again? Yeah, as Stug says, get a mask that doesn't cost much. That way, if you don't really enjoy it once you've got it, you've not wasted loads of money on it. Could really do with some repair kits. Oh yeah, your health doesn't regenerate in this, if anyone was wondering. You know, this is kind of a lot more of an old school FPS. No regen health. You know. In the main game, you obviously have medkits when you're a human, but in this mode you have to get, like, robot parts to scavenge to repair yourself. Oh, there's a load of them. I'm critically damaged, oh no. Oh, my screen is going funny. I think they might do me in a minute. Oh, my thermal vision doesn't work properly now. Right, yep. I'm pretty smashed up at the moment. I need to find a oh, there we go. I assume that's all my health kits gone. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a really good game, Peach, if you can get it when it's on sale. Because again, it's a game I think a lot of people wouldn't be very happy paying full price for, but when it's £20 in a sale or whatever, it's definitely worth getting. I don't know how much it is on, like, PS4 or whatever, or Xbox One. Right, let's just check the map, so... let's carry on this way. Yeah, so for those of you that didn't hear when I started the stream, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and in this DLC mode, if you die, you die. There's no save. And it's like an hour to an hour and a half long mission. So I'm just seeing if I can do it. I've done it on all of the difficulties up to this one. I didn't bother on easy, but I've done it on normal and hard. So what's the gas mask job, Jay? I've got that really annoying thing at the moment where I've got like a slightly blocked and maybe infected ear. You know, so you keep going, kind of going deaf in one ear. Is this the place I've been to already now? Yeah. Right, so I need to go more north, don't I? Alright. Are there going to be guys in that car park? Or is that the one I already cleared out? Yeah, I think that's the one I already shot up, wasn't it? Yeah, because I've taken the Gatling gun off the stand. Yeah, I think it's Unreal Engine 4. I think the game looks better at night time than it does on the daytime missions. Because obviously at night you get a lot of the better lighting effects with like the moonlight and everything. Right, so I want to go west now. Oh, I found a resistance laboratory. This wasn't here last time I played this thing. Right, this might be quite difficult. Do I have any Gatling gun ammo left? Yes. Right. Right, so that's that room cleared, but there'll obviously be more of them a bit further in. Ah, good. Oh, there's going to be some at the end of the corridor. Is there a side way through to that one? Sometimes some of these rooms have a, like side door, but this one doesn't. Right. Right, there's an unlooted body there. Ah, crap. That guy's still alive. There's still one alive somewhere. Problem is when they actually stand with a fire behind them, they're quite hard to see. Have I got any more grenades? Yeah. It's like watching a VHS now with lots of film grain. Yeah, the Therapy Plus is kind of for a different sort of features. I think the regular Therapy is probably better for most people. Oh, nearly dead again. The original Battlefront 2 was good, but that came out like 10 years ago. Probably even more, actually. Oh, shit. My VHS vision, it's blurry. Yeah, I think there's one more, isn't there? Oh shit, it's a gun turret gun. Ah, there we go. Right. Am I going to have enough health to get to the next thing? Oh. Doesn't look promising. Oh, I'm dead. I've been terminated. I'll tell you what, I'll do the first mission in the game on the hardest difficulty, because the single player isn't, you know, obviously you get, like, save points in the single player. We'll do it on extreme, because I find the game a bit too easy on a lot of difficulties. But yeah, in that Terminator mode you can't save, so you have to, like, do, like, the entire hour to hour and a half mission in one sort of go without dying, which I quite like. But it's just, obviously, on the harder difficulties, you have a bit of luck on your side as well.
1997, Skynet, a computer system built to protect us, became self-aware. It viewed humanity as a threat to its existence, and decided to act. Judgment Day, as we eventually called it, marked the beginning of the war against the machines. Skynet attacks happened almost daily, but the attack that happened on that day was like nothing we'd seen before.
No, it was like doing a new Medal of Honor, are they?
Come on. Where are the others?
Yeah, it fits in the pouch fine, Judd. I think they don't know how to do a zip up properly, in all honesty. Mine fit in my pouch absolutely fine.
This is Private Jacob. I know where you are. The actual endpoint on the other side of town. You need to get there. As soon as you get down the street, turn right and run as fast as you can. Now go right.
The interesting thing in this as well is when you're first playing this, you can't kill Terminators with, like, regular weapons. You need the plasma weapons to kill them. So the first couple of missions are actually pretty damn tense when you're playing on the hard difficulties. You have to make sure the Terminators don't get you. Yeah, like, a lot of people complain about the graphics in this, but I think the lighting and, like, the actual robots look absolutely fine. It's just the people can look a bit sort of goofy at times. But yeah, the T-800s look really good in this. I tend not to use these much because it makes the game a bit too easy, the goggles. But basically it just lets you see Terminators through walls. But yeah, when you get into the main game of this, most of the missions are sort of open, sort of level design, sort of a bit Deus Exy, where there's a couple of different ways of doing the missions. So this game was surprisingly good, you know, for coming out of nowhere, essentially. Because it was one of those games where everybody thought, you know, didn't think anything of it. All the reviewers said it was complete crap. But, you know, most people who actually played it, if they like the original Terminator films, this game's really good. Where did they go? Yeah, that's the thing, Rich. I can play a game with graphics, as long as they don't hurt my eyes to play it, I can play a game that has bad graphics, in a sense. As long as the gameplay's good, that's all that matters really of a game. Obviously, nicer graphics are a plus, but... Oh, and if anybody was thinking it, this is the same map, this one, as the one from the Terminator mode I was just playing. It's just that it's like a much bigger version of the map, with stuff where some of the locations are changed around. So I don't think there'll be a bunker down here. Yeah, see, on this one it's just, a dead end there. Alright, I'm healthy. I'll probably be playing this to at least 4 o'clock and might go on a bit longer depending on if it's a good point to stop the game or not. Yeah, I've got one I basically had done for video rendering, so it's a Ryzen 3900X is the processor. The GPU I can never remember off the top of my head, but it was one of AMD's sort of high-end ones at the time I got the PC. Probably equivalent to a sort of NVIDIA 1070 or 1080, I imagine, in terms of specs. It was pretty much up there with them, it was just a lot cheaper. And because I had an AMD CPU, I wanted to go for an AMD GPU as well.
We can't do this right now, kiddo. I don't want to go with you. You don't, but we can't stay here. Who's there? Oh, thank God. From the Resistance. See, Patrick? He's going to help us. No, they're going to get us. Please, you need to help me. My little brother, he just won't listen.
Yeah, I've been playing quite a bit of Teardown, Stug.
Alone.
Teardown's good fun.
I said leave me alone.
I know you're scared, but staying here is not an option. I'll protect you and your sister, okay?
Okay. Thank you. I'm Jennifer, by the way.
I've heard there's an evacuation point here.
Yeah, I know.
What I find a bit weird in this is everybody's teeth are completely fine, despite the fact it's post-apocalyptic and I doubt there's any toothpaste.
I don't know. I came here looking for them myself.
So it's just you then.
Yeah, I really like Dishonored and Dishonored 2.
This way.
Arcane's got a new game coming out, haven't they, quite soon?
It was.
But I probably won't get it when it first comes out, or wait for it to be on sale.
Through here. Terminators!
Get down! Get down!
What's going on?
Yeah, I suppose, Richard, maybe the Terminators need it for their teeth, seeing as they all have, like, the teeth even on the skeletons. I've not played any of the Watchdog games except the first one. I didn't particularly like that, so I have no idea what Watchdog Legion's like. Not the sort of game I'd play, probably.
Seen it. She's been on the other side of it. Trying to warn us. We're here.
Outrageous for you to finally join us. Where's your father?
He's not coming.
God damn it. Tell Ryan that we need to leave now.
No. Just let me think.
Jennifer, thank God you're here.
Oh, you're from the Resistance. Thank you for making sure that Jennifer and Patrick got here safe.
Are you the guy I spoke to on the radio?
Nah, I don't think so. I haven't been able to reach anybody for a while now, but listen. I know that Colin wants us to go, but I don't know how I feel about leaving anyone behind. Jennifer just got here. You said yourself that you heard someone on the radio. There could be other people out there. Don't you think somebody should go and look for them? I mean, you're from the Resistance. It's your call.
I'll search for other survivors.
Good. I'll get the bus ready.
Alright, planes.
Before you go, talk to Erin. She might be able to get you a med kit. Oh, and take this. You probably need it.
Yeah, that's the thing, 7SE, because when I got the PC, the Ryzen's were like, you know, the best CPUs on the market by quite a, you know, lot.
Ryan told me that you might have a med kit for me.
Did he now? So I guess he's the one who rations out our supplies. If you really need it, you can have it. Our supplies are scarce, and I'd rather keep it for a real emergency. So you tell me, do you really need it or not?
No, I don't.
I'm glad you're more brave than Ryan.
I've got my Uzi 9mm.
Chasing ghosts? That's what we do now? Fucking hero.
You can't really afford to waste ammo in this game either. Later on in the game, you generally have enough ammo, when you get like the plasma guns as well, but early in the game you're like pretty screwed if you run short of ammo. Spider... Alright, I'll be on for another 30 minutes or so, Hype. Yes, Borat, very nice. Yeah, I watched it the day it came out. It came out on my birthday, so it was quite a good film to watch on my birthday. Yeah, I find the gunplay's fine in this. Like I said, a lot of people moaned about this game, but I quite like it. I was doing the Terminator mode, but I died because I was doing it on the hardest difficulty, and I didn't want to do like 50 minutes of gameplay again to get back to where I was, because there's no saving in that mode. So I just started the campaign for people to see it. Do you have any pipe bombs? No. I can't remember if the 1911 or the Uzi does more damage. I don't know if it has the gun stats. Yeah, it does. I'll check those in a minute. I mean, the 1911's better for not actually wasting your ammo as quickly. Damage 30, Uzi damage 33. Okay, so there's no point using the 1911 because they use the same ammo. No, I don't think you can use a fire selector in this. For the most part, you'll be using like plasma weapons later in the game. But in the early bits, you have to use conventional small arms. is it actually in 45 ACP, or does it just basically, because I think it's just basically just generic small caliber and, like, you know, rifle caliber bullets. But obviously, yeah, in theory the Uzi should be 9mm and the 1911 should be 45. But oh shit. No, dead. Right, let's try again. But yeah, for the people who didn't see, I'm doing it on the hardest difficulty. I've beaten the game before on it, but it means you have to be a lot more careful. But it's a lot more fun, I find, on this difficulty. Oh yeah, there's no quick saving in this either. So no regenerating health, no quick saving. You know, you have proper save points in it, and checkpoints on some of the missions. You know, when you run out of ammo, you're out of ammo. Yeah, you can't really tell from looking, can you, if it's meant to be 9mm or 45. How many med kits do I have? I've got one left, right? Yeah, basically not this mission hype, because this is the first one, which is a bit more of a tutorial level, but most of the later levels are kind of where they're like bigger hub type things, so your objectives are scattered around the map, so you can approach it like different ways, so you can play a bit more stealthily if you want to, or a bit more sort of shooty. So yeah, it's kind of like that Deus Ex sort of game formula, you know, where you've got the objectives which you can do in different ways, and you get a skill tree as well. I don't know if you can see that yet, skills. Yeah, so you get stealth, weapons, explosives, lockpicking, crafting, hacking, backpack toughness, and fast learner. So, when you play the game as well, you don't get enough skill points throughout the game to do max level every skill. So it means that there's kind of a bit of replay value there. That's one of those civil defence boxes. Survival ration cherries. I've got a webcam, I'm Alfie, I just don't use it for the gaming streams. I don't do gaming streams all that often, I just do them now and again because people now and again ask for them. But I found with gaming streams it really depends on what I'm playing, for how many people want to watch it, and time of day as well. Yeah, it's that little bastard that got me last time. Is it hiding behind a bar from me? Yeah. Yep. Alright, dear love. Yep. I want your claws and your motorcycle. Nice night for a walk.
Is anyone here?
Not even a med kit in the medicine cabinet. There's at least 42 rounds on the thing, but they're rifle rounds. I don't have the rifle yet, so that's not very useful. It's the title of the video. Yeah, this is one of those sort of games, Dear Love, that came out of nowhere and was actually really good.
In here. I've come to get you. There's an evacuation point not far from here. You need to get there fast.
No, I'm not leaving. Have you seen what's out there? That giant spider is going to get us. You have to destroy it.
I already took care of it. It's safe now.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
I don't see anyone else. I'm heading your way.
Yeah, that was a save point then. On the more open world missions, once you get past the tutorial, there are like fixed save points on the map, almost like safe rooms, a bit like Resident Evil.
I see them. We're almost there.
Yeah, I think it's good, Dear Love. I've played through the story quite a few times on this because it's just quite a good shooter.
I'm out of ammo.
Yeah, I'm
Grab
getting.
this.
Oh, I don't know who gave me that ammo, seeing as I'm not accessing it, I suppose because it's a tutorial level, isn't it? Oh, I was looking at the comments then, so I didn't see the drones coming.
I'm out of ammo. Grab this. I'm out of ammo. Grab this.
Yeah, you don't get any free ammo once you get past the tutorial.
What's the holdup?
Tin cans coming.
Jennifer!
Yeah, this is one of those games where if they, you know, the developer had, I think, more time and money to do it, they could make something really, really good with the Terminator IP. I mean, this is good for what it is, because it's at least really faithful for the first two films. You know, because the problem is with a lot of the Terminator sort of games and that have come out, they give the IP to anybody that will just make a really quick game. It's the title of the video, Adam, it's Terminator Resistance. It was that Terminator game that came out near the end of 2019. That, you know, like, there was barely any media stuff about it. It came out,
To stop soon. Okay, we'll do that.
you know, people who are fans of the first two films really like it, but, like, the critics all said it was shit.
Been properly introduced. I'm Ryan. That over there is Erin. She's a doctor of the group. Jennifer's a scavenger, and Colin, well, you can ask him yourself what he thinks he does.
I'm Jacob. I'm a private for your resistance. Pacific Division.
Pacific? You're a long way from home. What you doing down here?
My entire division was wiped out. I'm trying to get in touch with the South Division. I've got a message for Commander Barrick.
So, it's true?
It's a lot better playing it, though, Cherno Inferno, than watching it. But
It was something else.
Then what was it?
To be honest, I'm not sure myself.
God damn it! That's as far as this piece of shit will go.
Let's get off the road. Pull up over there.
Yeah, I think part of the problem hype was like all the critics reviewing it like it was, you know, a AAA kind
We
of
got some time
game,
on 'em,
you know.
so let's not lose
So for
our
what it is, I think it's really good, but
Fucking look out for
Aaron, you do what you think is best for Mark. I'll see what I can do about the bus. Jacob, it might take a while, so can you look inside and see if it's safe to stay?
Sure.
Jennifer, would you help?
I'll go off in about 10 to 20 minutes, but I should get time to get into the first proper mission of this so you can see what it's more like on the open world map missions.
It's locked.
It basically has the same lock-picking system as Fallout.
Ooh-wee. All this for us?
Yep, I've done some videos of them on this channel, Class 2 Instructor. I really like Arma 2.
You always such an asshole.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I guess I am. Since we're stuck here, I figured I'll go see if anything's creeping around the corner. I hear that you're looking for the resistance. Where I'm heading, they used to have an outpost. I wouldn't mind backup while I'm out there. So what do you say? Buddies? Talk to Ryan and see if he needs anything. I'm moving out now. Let's meet at the bridge. And don't make me wait.
Life line. This one is damaged.
Thanks for helping us in Pasadena.
Is there anything else to craft? I can do another lockpick on that as well. Yeah, it's weird though, isn't it? How in Skyrim and that they changed it, even though Bethesda, you think they'd have just copied it from
Hey, thanks for.
you know, the earlier games.
If it wasn't for you,
Well, I play them S10 Gas Mask Leica. I don't stream them very often.
Patrick's been through a lot, you know. I guess we all have. I just wish I could find something that would take his mind off of this. At least for a moment. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
Were there any resistance in Pasadena?
They were stationed just outside of town since I can remember.
Tell you what, I'll skip through all the dialogue for now, just so I can show you a bit more of the main gameplay before, you know, I need to go off the stream. Oh look, it's an IBM Model M. Authentically modelled mechanical keyboard.
Seems the repair might take a couple days. How's it looking?
There's a lot of supplies.
Yeah, it's got a fair bit of replayability in it, Gaming Wallaby, because of that. Because you can't unlock enough skill points when you play the game
Better keep your
to
eye
unlock everything.
But speaking of supplies, we don't have much, but we keep everything useful inside this crate. You feel free to look through and pick up what you need.
No, he's not, Tom. He's dead as well when, spoilers, later on. But you mean the big guy, yeah?
Number one priority. But if you stumble upon a set of
I might do if enough people want to watch it, Cherno Inferno. Right, I'll sell the 1911 because I don't need it because I've got the Uzi. How much money have I got? 342, which isn't much. Small medkits are only 65. That's all I can afford. You can't actually get much with the sort of survival elements in this. Actually, can I sell the chips to this one? Ah, good, I can. I might as well sell these because I have no use for the chips yet. That'll at least let me get some more ammo. No, there we go. And I've got a skill point I can put into a thing. Probably just do weapons to begin with because you want to be able to do the most damage as possible.
Can I help you?
Yeah, you can sell them for like 100 quid each, smells if they're in good condition.
Do you need help with it?
No, I'm
As I said, I'll just skip through the dialogue for now because I want to show you some of the first proper level for the people who sort of are interested in the gameplay.
What happens at those camps?
People get tortured, experimented on, cut to pieces. I couldn't watch at first. I had to rest.
What do you think?
Why? I'm scared of that. Because that was why there's no...
Right. Yeah, there's loads of things with Bethesda where they like dumb stuff down in all the sequels. Listen, because like that's the reason everybody still really likes Morrowind, because of how much content there was in Morrowind compared to like Oblivion and then Skyrim. Yeah, so it's like their Terminators, whatever hype. Right, okay, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it, yeah, because the map's greyed out. Obviously, what you might be able to see from here is that you get quite big maps for each sort of level. So you've got sort of different ways of doing some of the missions. And with the save points, you basically just get safe rooms every now and then across the map. So for most maps, you know, you have to be quite, especially on harder difficulties like this one, you need to be quite sort of vigilant about how often you save. It's a bit like using the bonfires or whatever on Dark Souls. It's that sort of same idea. The enemies don't respawn obviously when you use a safe room, but I have to press M because it's still like partially tutorial, isn't it, in this mission?
Don't you think I know that?
Yeah, the thing I like in this is how like the ARs and everything can't damage the Terminators. So you can kill like the smaller Skynet robots with them, but when you get to the you know, like T-800s, the ARs are completely useless. You need like the bombs and the plasma weapons.
I found something.
This is one of those games as well that's quite worth doing like exploration on, because if you just beeline towards all the objectives, you'll miss like lots of supplies and sort of ammo. Oh shit, there's a spider there as well. Is that all my health kits gone already? Right, do I? Right, oh no, I've got some more left, didn't I? Because I bought some. Yeah, on this mode, you know, you die pretty damn quickly, especially when you start meeting the actual real Terminators. I'm just gonna go back to that save point because obviously on this that you have that you know, no checkpoints until you use the saves on most of the proper levels. Can you slide under that? Oh yeah, you can. Good. Tom, have you seen that there's the hardest difficulty on it now? I'm saying that's the one I'm on, but it's the one they patched in later on that made it a lot harder and ammo's like a lot more scarce. Like obviously it's still not like a super realistic mode, but I suppose a game with killer robots in isn't going to be super realistic anyway. Not in this mode, Hype. You are in the DLC thing, you're T-800, so like Arnold from the first film. In this mode, you're like a human resistance person. It's just they added a thing where you could play as a Terminator in later on, just as like free DLC, like a year after the game came out. Yeah, they put an extra hard mode in, essentially, that's got like less ammo in it. It's the one I'm on now, and like enemies do a lot more damage. The T-800s kill you really quickly on this new difficulty mode. There was quite a few missions where I had to just ignore doing side objectives because of like how, you know, scarce ammo was and everything. There was a few missions I had to just like restart the missions completely because I completely like used too much ammo on the earlier bits of the mission and then was stuffed. You know that bit in the mansion where there's like 8 T-800s or whatever, or they are in that mansion bit in the Hollywood level? On that one, on this difficulty, it's really difficult. You have to properly like lure them into traps. Alright, I'll play for another 10 minutes or so, and when I get to the next save point I'll stop, because I said I've sort of gone over the time I was going to do, but... I suppose I ought to probably upgrade lockpicking at some point. Where's that drone gone? Yeah. So yeah, that took like a full mag to kill that. And that's just like one of the weaker drones. Yeah, it's definitely worth the £20 it is on Steam at the moment. A lot of people say it's not worth full price. Because I've replayed it a few times, I've got my money's worth. But I'd say it's definitely worth it on a sale if you kind of like, you know, more retro shooters. Because yeah, no regen health in this, you know, manual save points. The closest thing I can really compare it to in a lot of ways is Deus Ex. Just in the sense that, you know, how like the kind of map design works and stuff like that. No, it's not Bethesda. It's too well made to be Bethesda. It's like some Polish developer, I think. They're called Tyon. They made that really awful Rambo game before this, which is why nobody thought this would be any good. But I have heard some people unironically say, you know, this company's made a better Fallout game than Bethesda could, because it does remind me a bit of Fallout, a lot of this. But I suppose that's just because it's post-apocalyptic nuclear wasteland. Yeah, this came out right at the end of 2019. And again, it was one of those games where I didn't even know it was out till I saw some reviews for it. And then the only good reviews I saw of it were from like independent sort of YouTubers that, you know, review games. Where's that? Ah, it's right over there. Have I got enough resources to craft anything? Well, one medkit. Whoop-de-doo. Trying to remember on this map where the shotgun is, but there's a shotgun you can find on this level somewhere, which is really helpful for I got pipe bombs, yeah. I've not played any of the more modern Ghost Recons. I think I've played some of the really old Ghost Recons, like the Tom Clancy Ghost Recons. Oh, I'm dead. Suppose some 80s music would be alright for a shooter. I mean, I like Doom sort of stuff with metal. Yeah, as Tom just said, sort of Doom style soundtrack. Right, actually, I'll call it a day for the stream now because, as I said, it's obviously you have to manually save between save points. But thanks for watching, everybody that's been on. Hopefully I've made some of you aware of this game if you sort of had any interest in it. As I said, it's not like a AAA game, but it's a lot better than a lot of the shit that you sort of see on Steam and all that. And I've actually played this a few times, unlike a lot of AAA games which I can't even stomach anymore. I probably won't be doing a stream tonight, because I've, you know, done this one for quite a while today. I'll do a stream tomorrow. I'm doing one tomorrow with Duke and Bots in the evening. I assume it'll be about 9 PM UK time we're doing that. And I'll do that one as a charity stream again. Right, see you everybody.